I just finished facilitating a family session today, and here is something I wanted to share with you. It's kind of a lesson that I've learned, which is about parenting paradigm. So, just to give you a little context of this session, so this family is concerned about how do you raise a child, and the mother was thinking in a different way, the mother-in-law was thinking in a different way, and the leader of the family, the male, was thinking parenting in a different frame of mind. And I was curious to learn what they were discussing, and when you should hug the child, when you should not hug the child. So I just I was just trying to mirror them what they were doing, and I came up with this concept of parenting paradigm. And what I've learned from them is that people come from various backgrounds, various beliefs, and various values whereby they want to parent their child. And this parenting paradigm is all about what kind of values, what kind of beliefs, what kind of standard patterns and practices that you assume that should be part of your parenting practice. And it was interesting that how uh, how the mother was describing that he should be everyone should be taking consent before they should hug the child and etc. And the mother-in-law was of this opinion that, since I love this child, and when I see this child, I just want to grab him and want to play with this newborn. So it was a huge conflict within the family. So what I want to share with you is that when you come across a conflict like this, where you think that you have a difference of opinion or different perspective of parenting a child, then you need to think about what parenting paradigms are you coming from. So the word paradigm is a word that means what is your worldview, what is your belief system, or what are your belief systems, or what are your values. So paradigms, or the word paradigm, provides you this entry point to look into your own personal values, belief system, and of standards of patterns that you want your child. So once you, because this is what happens, that the very reason of conflict is this difference of paradigm. And if you don't understand the paradigm difference, then there's a conflict. Because the modern generation wants to parent the child in a different way as compared to the previous generations. So it's like what I found out, that there are two major paradigms that I've learned from this discussion by this family and facilitating them. So in the paradigm one, there is an assumption that the caregiver or the provider of the care is the focus of parenting. Is that the caregiver will decide how this parenting will be done, and what norms, values, and standards will be utilized or used to raise a child. But there is another paradigm as well, what I feel that needs to be discussed, which is child centered. So it's like it's the child around which the universe revolves. And this is the paradigm which is not more common to parenting and to parents. So this is where the conflict occurs. When you come from a child centered paradigm of parenting, and you come from a parent centered or caregiver centered um, paradigm of parenting, and when they come across, there's a huge conflict. So whenever you find yourself in these kinds of situations, you need to ask which parenting paradigm I'm coming from. It is child centered, it is looking at the child and seeing how things should be done. For example, taking consent from the child, whether he or she wants a hug or not, when he or she should be hugged. And is it that we just rob off the child's right and just hug them even if they don't who want to be hugged? So these are some ethical questions that one needs to ask, because in the later paradigm, which centers around the child, means that the child is an autonomous and a unique being. his or her privacy needs to be taken care of. There are certain boundaries that needs to be maintained. Whereas in the earlier paradigm, it's like everything is enmeshed, everything is woven up, and it's like it revolves around the caregiver. So I find that this conflict of parenting paradigm, um, it's a huge deal for parenting, and one needs to understand that. And I thought it is important to address in the dynamics of relationships. So thank you for listening to me. If you liked this video, I would love if you share it with your loved ones, family members, and whosoever you want to share with. And also send love and comment, interact with me. How do you find this video? And if you think that you want me as a facilitator in any of your family conflicts or any other situation, then I would love to talk to you. Just direct message me and we'll book a discovery call for you and we can take it from there. Thank you.